Barcelona 4, Real Sociedad 0, and guys, we got our dub. What a game that was. Man, the red card changed everything, but man, Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, they are ballers. But Barcelona, we are on top of La Liga as it stands. Guys, we're going to do a 5 things that we learned. The last one did really well, and honestly, I enjoyed doing it. But guys, before we get straight into the action, like this video up. 12 likes is the target. Obviously, comment down your thoughts. Who is your man of the match? And also, subscribe. We hit 700 subs, people. So guys, road to 800 subs begins right now. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. But guys, let's get straight into it because this was the lineup that Hansi Flick put out there. Szczesny obviously is his number 1. And honestly, the only surprise is that Casadó starts over Frankie, Ronald Araujo over Inigo Martinez, and probably I would say Gerard Martín was the biggest surprise over Alejandro Balde. Alejandro Balde got the rest, and honestly, he needed it for the game against Benfica. But what I want to say is this. Barcelona, as much as the scoreline did say 4-0, the only negative that I could say about today was that honestly, that was a slow start. The first 5-6 minutes were shaky. Against Benfica, we cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? In the Champions League, it's knockout football. Against Atletico in that second leg, we cannot do that. It is knockout football. Barcelona, in the future, will need to start well off of games. The first 5 minutes were shaky. Also against Atletico in our last game, when we were down 2-0, guys, that was also shaky. So in the big games, Barcelona, you got to turn up. This cannot fly. I know today, obviously, after 5-6 minutes, but I'm just being a little bit critical. If we want to win the Champions League, if we want to win La Liga, if we want to win Copa del Rey and compete on all fronts, the slow starts cannot continue. That's the only thing that I will say. Outside of that, yes, the red card did change the game. And after that, I'm not going to lie, it was all positives, at least today. But the next thing I want to say is that Dani Olmo is such a baller. And the fact that some Barcelona fans didn't want him in the summer is outrageous because I'll be real. When I'm saying the ballers of Barcelona, pure tech, it's Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, and Pedri. Rafinha is having a great season too. But these two guys in the last couple weeks, Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal, have been spectacular, especially Dani Olmo. He got man of the match from La Liga, and for me, he was my man of the match. 2 assists. That Casadó one, though, is a little bit fluky. On another day, that's a goal for Dani Olmo. But fair enough, he gets the assist on that. And man, let me just say this. On Gerard Martín's goal, which was the opening goal, Dani Olmo, what a ball. Genuinely, what a ball. He puts in the ball in the perfect place. Everybody would usually panic in the box, but this guy, he's a proper number 10. He takes his time, he waits, and he sees Gerard Martín. He sees the defenders are on Lewandowski. Defenders are looking at Rafinha's run. But Gerard Martín is open, and Dani Olmo has the quality to execute that pass. And then the guy also that I want to talk about also is Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. For that first goal also, this guy's dribbling is on another level. Truly, I think that Lamine Yamal is special. I already said I think he's the best player in the world in terms of ability. The only thing that's stopping him for sure being the best player in the world is the goal scoring. But I think it will come sooner or later. Maybe not this year, but in 2 years, I believe so. And Lamine Yamal, bro, the dribbling, the little things. He didn't get a goal or assist. But guys, these pre-assists, because that's what I would call them, the pass before the pass. Lamine Yamal gets so many of those. And the dribbling, it's on another level. This kid is special, man. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say it because he's one of the best players that I think there is in the world. I don't think there is a debate, you know? But guys, the next thing I want to say, the third thing that we learned is that Ronald Araujo is back. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm not back fully. I'm not saying that, but I think that the goal will give him confidence. I think that the goal is very good because we know Ronald Araujo, he had his injuries, and I feel like Hansi Flick hasn't always used him. We've seen Inigo, we've seen Cabarsi, but I think this goal, you know, I hope that it gives him confidence to learn that high line. Of course, Ronald Araujo will need to integrate as quick as possible. You know, that's the only reason why Inigo is starting because Inigo has the chemistry from the beginning of the year with Cabarsi. When Ronald Araujo gets into it and gets the chemistry with this high line and Cabarsi and Balde and Koundé, Ronald Araujo is most definitely going to start. He is our best defenders in terms of actual defending, and the team will need him to be at his best. The next thing I want to say, actually, it's a combined one because it's the same thing with Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski, he got a goal, and I love the way he scored it because it was a shot from actually Ronald Araujo who picked up assist also. But Robert Lewandowski, he got a goal, and it was a smart one. The goalkeeper dives because Ronald Araujo's shot is on target. Robert Lewandowski, because this guy is an elite poacher. I'm not joking. When it comes to poaching, that is what Robert Lewandowski is world class at. Even at this age, I can say Robert Lewandowski, he's not mobile. His touch is shaky. But what I will say is that he's an elite poacher, man. Remember the goal he scored against Atletico? A tap-in. But why is nobody marking him? Because he knows where the ball is going to be. He's an elite number 9. He's been doing this for 15 years, bro. And Robert Lewandowski, what can I say? That was just very smart. How do I say it? The IQ was very, very smart to get his foot out there and just redirect it into the other side of the net because he sees the goalkeeper has already dived. And that was pretty impressive. We need Robert Lewandowski at the top level to compete. If we want to win a Champions League, guys, I'm telling you right now, if we want to win La Liga, we're going to go as far as Robert Lewandowski goes because ultimately he's the guy that we're making chances for. And if he's going to be on his A game, I think we'll do very well. But if he's not, that's the games we might see like Leganés back in the day, Atletico when we lost to that 2-1 way back in the day. So Robert Lewandowski, I hope his confidence is boosting. But the next thing I want to say is that I'm happy. The fourth point is that the role players like Casadó, Gerard Martín, I like how they're playing. I like how Gerard Martín had his best performance of the season. By the way, he took his goal very, very well. I thought that Gavi, he's not playing today, but he gave room to Casadó today. Once again, Casadó, I love the energy. Casadó is just an energy guy that I love the way he plays because he's still not a weak link. He still can play. We can still play possession football with Marc Casadó. But the next thing I also want to say is that Hector Fort, these other guys, Ferran Torres, he did all right when he was coming on. He could have scored a spectacular goal, a finesse shot. The role players at Barcelona are going to be very important to if we win trophies this year. Today against Real Sociedad, yes, I know it was easy because it was easy pickings because of the red card. But in terms of the reality, the bigger picture, the role players will be important, right? Like today, we rested Balde, and guess what? Gerard Martín drops his best performance of the season for me. Casadó, very reliable. Frankie de Jong has a full week's rest for Benfica. If he starts. And then we also got guys like Gavi, who's going to be rested for Benfica if he plays a role. And also guys like Ferran, off the bench just doing Ferran things. Guys, the role players are very important. This is a team sport. And, the last thing that I want to say is that Hansi Flick, the thing is this, the reality is this, we won 4-0, but I don't really think we got out of first or second gear. I think that Barcelona, we've seen the best out of this team. I've seen the Real Betis game when we won 5-1. I've seen the Valencia game when we won 7-1. I've seen the game against Real Valladolid way back earlier in the season, the games against Bayern and Real Madrid the second time we played them. All those games, I would say Barcelona played a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 game. Today, I feel like that we played a 7 out of 10. I think that there was a lot of room for improvement. I would say there was so much room for improvement still. And I think that, this team against Benfica, real talk, we have to show up in that first leg in Portugal, right? In Lisbon, we have to show up. It's going to be hostile. The fans are going to be up for it. And guys, we will need an A+ performance. And then in the second leg, obviously, against Atletico in the Copa del Rey and in the Champions League, the second leg. Guys, in these games, La Liga even, there's a title race, guys. We're going to have to be in our A game. Today, fair enough, the red card made it easier, easy pickings. Everybody kind of played well today. But against Benfica, expect it to be more difficult to beat. But guys, honestly, guys, what else was there? I thought that the whole team played well. I don't even think Real Sociedad had a shot on target. But guys, genuinely, man of the match, Dani Olmo. And guys, watch out for the preview that will be coming out soon for that Benfica game. But guys, that was the 5 things that I learned today. Let me know down below in the comments what you learned and who you thought your man of the match was. But guys, genuinely, what a performance by Barcelona. But to be honest, the red card made it a little bit easier, but you still got to do it. So guys, that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe, roll to 800 subs, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Visca Barça.